Welcome back, gamers. This is Elven Angel with part 14 of the walkthrough of the Lost Crown. We're going to be investigating Northfield Church today. Mostly the inside part. Mr. Rusted is a man we're going to have to look for in a bit, as soon as we're done investigating the interior of the church. Now, earlier Nigel did mention that this place is going to be more important at night, but we can still do a bit of investigating during the day. We're leaving the camera
Perfect.
Here because...
This will capture any visitors or paranormal phenomena.
Thank you, Nigel.
The Black Death comes to East Anglia. Ugh, morbid.
The plague's always a pleasant thing to do. Interesting. May warrant further investigation.
The choir stalls are empty. Definitely something. I should listen to the recording.
You have to hand it to Nigel. Not a lot of people would stay there after seeing that sort of thing. You know, without screaming their tits off. So yeah, kudos to Nigel. Well, look at that.
What is that?
We seem to be running into a lot of Agers lately, haven't we?
There's definitely something. I should listen to the recording.
Oh, we have another recording to check out as well.
A recording from the church pews.
Sounds remarkably like someone being butchered, huh? I know. Wonderful.
A recording from the church sanctuary.
So it's getting kind of obvious that the Agers are not the nicest bunch.
Nothing.
No activity there.
A blackbird, maybe a crow, forms part of the frieze.
That would be the sound of our machine, of our camera picking up the something in front. We'll get to that in a bit. Right now we're still investigating.
What on earth is that? This could be orb activity.
Which means this could possibly be fruitful during the night.
These panels should have some sort of decoration or carving. They have been worn smooth. It's a coat of arms. Pure hatred.
That is an unsettling painting, I'll hand you
The
that.
tapestry features 3 crowns, a link, A definite link to the legend. I must be getting close.
And we can finally have a
Good
chat with the
afternoon,
vicar.
Vicar. May I speak with you?
Oh, very well, if you must. But time and tide wait for no man, and I've lost something terribly important. I really must find it.
Maybe I could help you find it.
Oh, bless you, dear little man.
Can you tell me what we are looking for?
If I could, I would. I simply can't remember. I just know that I need it, and it's terribly important.
Well, where did you leave it?
It's around here somewhere. Oh, then again, let me think. Where would I have put something so important? My memory is not what it was.
When did you lose it?
Ah, I believe I lost it between Wednesday and Friday.
Bye for now.
Feel free to wander God's house.
This is a bit tricky to figure out. But if you've been observant, you may have had an idea. Let's see what our camera caught.
The camera has captured something.
Now what the vicar has lost is over here.
Thursday. The vicar lost Thursday.
We'll give him Thursday.
That's not right.
So that we can get some information from him.
Good afternoon, Vicar. May I speak with you?
Oh, very well, if you must. But time and tide wait for no man.
I found this on the notice board. It appears to be a service plan for next Thursday.
Oh, dearie me, yes, I lost Thursday. I'm always losing Thursday. Bless you, young man. My week is complete. Oh, goodness, I'm late delivering Thursday to the flower arrangers. The WI women create the most lovely arrangements. A true symphony of petal, bud, and leaf. Take Thursday and give it to Nanny Noah. She'll know what to do.
Yes, I'm sure I can do that. I was planning to return to Saxton once my business here is finished.
Business? Oh, how very odd. What business?
Does the name Ager mean anything to you?
Ager? Ager? Yes, that name does ring a bell. Let me see.
I believe the Agers lived nearby.
It's a very old name in these parts, so I wouldn't doubt it. There's a William Ager buried in the churchyard, along with his ancestors.
Did the Agers have strong connections with Northfield Church?
Oh, good heavens, yes. Thomas Ager, who died in 1799, was a rector of this very church. I must say that I am thrilled to find our history so interesting.
Thomas Ager was a vicar?
No, dear boy. He was a rector. There's a difference.
Did he worship here, at the church?
Oh, yes. He was a most devout servant. His name is listed on the rood screen by the chancel. You'll find it if you look.
What happened to Thomas Ager?
It's interesting that you should ask, as there's a whiff of mystery surrounding his later years. He came into a large sum of money, most of which he ploughed straight back into the church. When money is given to such a worthwhile cause, people tend to accept, no questions asked.
Did Thomas Ager have a large family?
The Agers were a very large family in Thomas's time. Slowly the family number decreased and finally vanished some years ago. William was the last, poor wretched soul. He drove himself to an early grave, you know. He was in a terrible state. The family line was drawing to a close, and he feared there would be nobody to carry the family name. I always sensed that he carried with him a terrible burden, a secret of some description. Perhaps it was a family secret, passed down from one generation to the next. I dare say old Thomas Ager would have shared the burden in his time. But that is all in the past, and we must always look to the future.
Can I ask some other questions? Can I ask you about the church?
Of course you may. Go ahead.
Who is that in the painting?
Ah, that's my great... He's an ancestor, a very old one. He was vicar of this parish for 50 years, back in the 18th century. He knew a thing or two about keeping the heathen masses subdued. I can only wish I shared his talent in that department. I must say, it is wonderful to meet someone of your generation who is interested in our history. What makes you so different?
Trust me, Vicar, my generation isn't as bad as you think.
Motivation is always a good thing, no matter what the cause. The devil makes work for idle hands, you know.
How long have you been vicar of this church?
A very short time. I moved back to this area 30 years ago. I'm still new to the parish.
30 years? I'm 30 years old. Why do people still see you as an outsider?
There are families around Northfield with ancestry dating back to the Doomsday Book. I am a very new arrival, you see.
Who is the statue of the sleeping man?
I have no idea. There are those who know these things, find them interesting, but I am not one of them. That statue takes up valuable church space and is a distraction to the congregation. It is a trial to keep their attention at the best of times.
It gives off a strange atmosphere, almost as if that corner of the church was special in some way.
Special? I have not noticed anything special.
Do you play the violin?
No, not for an awfully long time. There just are not enough hours in the day. The Lord, in all his generosity, provides ample time for contemplation, but my violin will have to wait.
I bet this old church has secrets.
Oh dear, you young people are so adventurous these days. Always looking for darkness in forgotten corners, mystery in your own shadow. But I dare say this building has seen some horrors, mystery, and intrigue. They say the building is built upon an Anglo-Saxon sanctuary of reflection, whatever that be. If you are interested in such things, which you obviously are, you should speak with old Russet. You can find him in the churchyard.
Can I ask some other questions? Can I ask about the churchyard?
I'll help you if I can.
Do you mind the crows? They seem to own the church.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. I cannot dislike the crows, dear boy. They are all God's creatures. Do the crows frighten you?
They're just birds. Big, black birds.
The old faith in these parts believed that the crows were spies and messengers of the Dark Lords and Earth Gods. Silly, superstitious nonsense. Although I must admit that they do seem to watch our progress through life with envious eyes.
The churchyard is kept very well for such an isolated spot.
Oh yes, Mr. Russet keeps the place looking spick and span when he's not hiding from the crows. He hates the feathered fiends. They terrify him, in fact.
Why is the church so isolated?
The Black Death, my boy, the Black Death. There was once a thriving community based around the church tower. When the disease struck the village, it came with no warning. Whole generations were lost overnight. Terrible, terrible tragedy. No evidence of the old village remain, as many of the buildings are now hidden by the encroaching woodland beyond the church wall.
Can I ask some other questions? I'll have a look around, if you don't mind.
Feel free to wander God's house.
We're pretty much done with the church at this point. As much as we can do during the day, anyway. So we're going to be heading outside to find Mr. Russet. And this is where I'm going to leave you for this video. And hope you all stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in part 15. Bye!